O Master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person, whose name when chanted spreads all good fortune, O original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places, you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune. Purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of those who observe vows and austerities, and it is He who bestows benedictions upon them. He is worshipful for the devotees throughout the devotee's life, for He never breaks His promise. As He says in Bhagavad Gita 9:31, Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhaktath pranashyati. O son of Kunti, declare it boldly that my devotee never perishes. The Lord is addressed here as Achyuta, the infallible, because He takes care of His devotees. Anyone inimical to the devotees is certainly vanished by the mercy of the Lord. The Lord is the source of the Ganga water, and therefore He is addressed here as Tirthapada, indicating that all the holy places are at His lotus feet, or that whatever He touches with His foot becomes a holy place. Bhagavad Gita, for example, begins with the words Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. Because the Lord was present on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, it became a Dharma Kshetra, a place of pilgrimage. Therefore, the place where the Supreme Personality of Godhead displays His pastimes, such as Vrindavan or Dwarka, becomes a holy place. The chanting of the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is pleasing to ear, and it expands good fortune to the audience who hears it chanted. Owing to the presence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Aditi was fully assured that the troublesome condition created for her by the demons would now be ended. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Utale Shrimate Bhaktivikasa Swaminiti Namine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Utale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashlata Deshatarani. Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Shri Aditi Ruvacha Yagesha Yagya Purusha Chuta Tirtha Pada Tirtha Shravana Mangala Nama Deheya Apana Loka Vrijino Pashamo Dayadhya Shamna Kridisha Bhagavan Asidina Anatha. The goddess Aditi said, O Master and enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies, O infallible and most famous person whose name, when chanted, spreads all good fortune, O original Supreme Personality of Godhead, Supreme Controller, shelter of all holy places, you are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish the suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune. So this is Aditi's prayer upon seeing the Lord. The Lord manifested to her and she is offering prayers. And we know the background, we know how we came to this situation. The demigods, her sons, they lost their position, they lost their place, they lost their residence, they lost their opulence, they lost their beauty, they lost everything. So she was concerned, as every good mother, the mother of the universe, you may say, Aditi. So she did Payavrata ceremony and she is offering prayers now to the Lord. And these are next 3 shlokas, I think, totally, 3 shlokas. She offers the prayers. But you see, she is a wife of a great personality, great devotee. And like that, she knows about the Lord. She is fully aware what is the Lord's position. Look at the prayer. So she's describing the Lord. Yagesha, Yagya Purusha, Tirthapada, Tirtha Shrava, Shravana Mangala Namadeya. She is fully aware of the philosophy. So that was the system, that the husband, if husband is Brahmana, the wife is accepted immediately as a wife of a Brahmana. She becomes Brahmana, or Brahmani, whatever in Sanskrit you say, by association with the husband, by following the husband, by serving the husband. And they learn, they hear so much of discussion, they learn philosophical conclusion just by associating, just by being in that atmosphere where Brahmanas are conducting their daily routine, but just being part of their life, she gains the knowledge. So, yeah, they will not be separately studying in Vedas. They will not having that separate gurukulas for the ladies like that. But they also knew many shlokas. They chant the prayers. They sing the songs. They do so much service, and they have those qualities which are required for the sattvic person, brahminical person, to engage in the service of the Lord. So here you can see the prayers, very specific, very amazing, no? O Master, an enjoyer of all sacrificial ceremonies. So who is that? Yagyo Vai Vishnuhu. Veda says Yagyo Vai Vishnuhu. Yagya is Lord Vishnu. Yagya Artha Karmanyo Natra Lokoyam Karma Bandhana. That's also described in Gita. And you can see the translation goes that Yagya Artha Karmanyo Natra. Yagya Artha Karmanyo Natra means that your work should be done as a sacrifice. But you can see translation goes, the work should be done as a sacrifice for Vishnu. So you may say, why you are translating Yagya as a Vishnu? Because Veda says, Yagyo Vai Vishnuhu. Yagya is Vishnu. Or Yagya is meant to please Lord Vishnu. Or he is the one to be pleased by the Yagya. Ultimately, Lord is Bhoktaram Yagya Tapasam. Sarva Loka Maheshwara. He is the enjoyer. So the Karmavadis, you may say, those who propagate that karma is supreme, karma mimamsa, they are saying that the activity itself is supreme. That you just do your activity, you'll get your result. And even if God is there, He has to award you according to your activity. But it's very interesting that even the Shankaras, even Shankaracharya's commentary on Gita on this Yagya Artha Karmanatra, he admits Yagyo Vai Vishnuhu. Even he says Yagya means Vishnu. So you can see that actually the all Vedas, they point at the person, supreme person behind all the Vedic rituals, all the ceremonies. Ultimately they aim at Vishnu. Even many of them are material. They are offerings. They are the kind of attracting jiva to do something, to get some material benefit. But ultimately, the samsiddhir haritoshan, ultimately is meant to satisfy Lord Hari, Lord Vishnu. So she knows this. She knows. She is fully aware. She is glorifying him like, oh, you are the master and enjoyer of sacrificial ceremonies. You know? She did austerity. She knows. Bhoktaram yagya tapasam. Lord is enjoyer of austerities. And one is bestower of benefit to one who performs austerity. That's also there. Yeah? So she is fully aware. She is very specifically glorified. Oh, infallible one. Infallible. Achyuta. Why Lord is called Achyuta? Why Arjuna is addressing Krishna Achyuta in Bhagavad Gita? Never fails to protect his devotees. So she is saying, oh, Achyuta, you never fail to protect your devotee. I'm also your devotee. No? So like that. Oh, most famous person, whose name, when chanted, spreads all good fortune. So she say, even your name will bring us all good fortune. What to speak of you who appear personally now in front of me? So this is the way she glorifies here. Original Supreme Personality. This is indicated by word Adya. Adya, Adi Purusha. Govindam Adi Purusha, the original person. Now when somebody is original person, that indicates that he is source of everything and everyone. Means he is source of all powers, all opulences, he is source of all other forms. He does not depend on anybody. He is fully independent, Swarat. Fully independent. So this is mighty position. Adi Purusha. You are origin of all. No? So she is appealing to Lord. Every word is chosen to please Lord, to appeal for her particular request. So she is asking specifically, yes, please you help me. No? Okay, so when the Namadhya, no? Namadhya, Okay, and then goes, she said, original personality, supreme controller, shelter of all holy places. Supreme controller, charm auspicious, supreme controller, Tirthapada. Okay, so here she is glorifying Tirthapada. You are shelter of all holy places. How auspicious you are, how beneficial you are. We go to holy place to get purified. We go to holy places to get blessings. But you are the shelter of all holy places. Because of you, holy places are holy places. No? So, people desire something to fulfill in life. They go to holy place, they give some rata, they do some puja, they do something. And she is saying, you are the shelter of all the holy places, Tirthapada. Or, your lotus feet makes everything auspicious, make everything holy. It makes everything beneficial. So, I'm taking shelter of your lotus feet. So, definitely, I'm feeling comfort now. I'm assured, by you showing me your lotus feet, I'm assured that my children will be okay, the devatas will restore their good fortune. And anyway, she's spelling it out ultimately in last sentence, no? You are the shelter of all poor, suffering living entities, and you have appeared to diminish their suffering. Please be kind to us and spread our good fortune. No? So, everything was hinting to that, hinting, but just make sure that Lord understands. That is sign of attached person. That is sign of attached person. Sudama Vipra, when he was sent by his wife to Dwaraka to meet Lord and ask for something, he was not attached. He was talking to Krishna nicely and he was simply relishing Krishna's association, seeing him, talking to him, receiving his hospitality. Everything was amazing for Sudama Vipra. And he was not attached for material things which wife was asking him. Simple, she was also simple soul asking, give us one cow, something. She was not asking whatever, She was not expecting some big opulences and this or that. Say, anyway, he's a wealthy person, you know him very well, he's your friend. So he will give us something, make our life a little easier, that we don't struggle. But did Sudama Vipra at the end of meeting kind of spell it out to Krishna? No, he did not. No? He just kept quiet. How can I ask? I will not ask. I will not ask him for material. I will not ask. He didn't ask. He was in bliss. He said, anyway, on the way back, it's a long way, I'll think what to tell to wife, But he did not ask. He didn't want to even give that cheap rice. He said, look at his palace, look at his opulences. What I brought to him, nothing, that cheap rice. So, but you can see, he didn't want to ask. Swami Kritatosmi, Varam Nayacha. Same thing, Dhruva Maharaj. When opportunity came, though he did all austerities to gain the throne, revenge. But when Lord came, Swami Kritatosmi, Varam Nayacha. Varam Nayacha. I don't want material blessings. No? But she spelled it out. You are shelter of the poor. Poor means distressed in this case. Poor is not poor. Devatas are not poor. But now they are poor because everything was taken away by asuras. But why did they become poor? Why did they become poor? Power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So they become arrogant. They offended their guru. Therefore they lost everything. Correct? That's the background of the story. So it's not that you poor from nothing. Poor you are because you did something wrong. Poor means in this sense, they are in the stress, they are, suffering living entities. You appear to diminish their suffering. So this is called Dhinanath, the only shelter of the downtrodden, or the poor, or those who are really lower in the social scale, you may say. But Lord is shelter of everyone. Who is Dina? Who is the fallen? Who is down the social scale? One who is not devotee. This is Prabhupada says, who is poor? One who does not know about Krishna, he is poor. It's not that we are talking about poor people materially, we are speaking about poor people who do not know about Krishna, who are not serving Krishna, who are not chanting his name, who are not taking Krishna prasadam. These are poor people. So she was speaking particularly, be kind to us and spread our good fortune. That thinking of herself and her children, demigods, that is the intention here. So Prabhupada concludes, owing to the presence of Supreme Personality of Godhead, that it was fully assured that the troublesome condition created for her by the demons would now be ended. So that's the point. Once we get the blessing of the Lord, when we have darshan of the Lord, everything is achieved. Nothing else to achieve. What else do you want? Lord has appeared to you. What else do you want? What other possible blessing you could get and gain? What better you could gain than Lord's presence? In Lord's presence, all His Shraddha Aishwaryas are there, opulences are there, all His powers are there, all His personal potencies are assisting Him. Everything is possible. If Lord is pleased, everything is possible. So what else to achieve? Why? And therefore, you can see this amazing phenomena with devotees. Once they see the Lord, they don't want anything else. Why is that? That we are chanting Damodara Ashtaka, that Lord, let me always see this form of Balagopal. I don't want moksha. Varam deva moksham, na moksham vali. You give or don't give, I don't care. I'm not asking for moksha. Only I want to always see your beautiful form. This is devotee. This is perfection. Yaya Atma Suprasidati. That satisfies soul so much that in the presence of the Lord, devotee comes and now he can see His beautiful. He can serve Him. He can please Him. He directly serving the Lord. That is aspiration of all devotees. Of course, directly or indirectly, service to the Lord, this is devotee's desire. Particular our Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya is that the serving Lord in separation, vipralamba, that's really, what is emphasized. Doesn't matter. Because devotee does not put condition to the Lord. Once we were discussing with some local Madhva scholars. So he saw us chanting 12th chapter of Bhagavad Gita we were chanting. Oh, 12th chapter you are chanting. But if you chant 7th chapter, 9th and 15th, if you chant for your life, Shastra said, Lord must appear, He must appear. I say, relax, there is no way to force the Lord. Lord is Swarat, Swatandra, He is fully independent. And we don't chant in that attitude. He must come, He definitely. They are also eager to see Lord. Not that they are out of some other, but kind of almost saying that mantra is more powerful than the Lord, that this mantra will invoke Him. That we do for devatas. We request devatas to come. Ravana was chanting so nicely that Agni could not hold it, could not control. He had to appear in sacrificial yajna. Anyway, you know what happened later. I'm not going to read that one. But Lord is not like that. Lord does not have to appear. By His mercy, He appears. By His causeless mercy, He appears to His devotees. Now, on the Rasa Tattva point of view, there is something that Lord Himself says, I have to appear to my loving devotee. That is His choice. That is His love for His devotees. But from our point of view, while we are in conditioned state, if you say that if you do this, Lord must appear, then you are misunderstanding philosophy. You are not understanding properly that Lord is supremely independent. And the attitude is not proper for a devotee. Devotee wants to please the Lord. She simply wants to please the Lord. Now, I know the mantra, Lord will come. I'm sure, I'm such a devotee, Lord will come. And that is not devotee. The more one advances, more one he feels, oh, I do not know anything. Lord is unlimited. I am insignificant. Neither I know about God, neither I took shelter, neither I serve Him. Simply I depend on Lord's mercy. Tatainu susumikshamana. That is the attitude. We wait for causeless mercy. And the devotion is expressed in service attitude. Devotion is expressed in how much we absorb ourselves in chanting, hearing, remembering the Lord, serving the Lord, doing everything for the Lord. That is how devotion is expressed. So this is how we are saying to the Lord, look, Lord, I'm sincere, I'm eager. I'm eager, Lord. I want to serve. And when this difficulty comes, that difficulty comes, no, Lord, I want to serve. Apratihat. In any time, place, circumstance. Ahai I'm unmotivated. You know? So this is something that consciously every devotee has to develop. That you can see the highest devotees, the pure devotees, they don't ask from the Lord. They don't ask for themselves. They don't ask particular things. And so this has to be cultivated. Not that I'm serving, so I deserve. I'm serving so much, I deserve this. I'm doing this service, so I deserve. No? I'm pujari, so I have right to take Mahaprasadam. I'm the cook, I have right to take Mahaprasadam. No? I'm president, I have right to take Prasadam. No? But there's mercy. Who has right on the mercy? Then what is the point calling it mercy? Prasadam literally means mercy. Correct? And if it's mercy, mercy is for all. There is nobody has right. Simply Lord's mercy. What we'll do if he doesn't eat? If he doesn't accept, what we will do? We can't do it. We can't make it prasadam. We can't make it pure. We cannot purify ourselves. Lord is one who purifies. He is pavitra uttama. So that in devotional service we should not expect. We want for my family benefit. I want for my, like Aditi, my sons, my children. Yeah? We want glorification, we want position, we want status. We don't want anything. Asli Shiva Padaratam Pinashto Adarsha Marma Hatam Karotu Va Yatha Tathava Viraratu Lampato Mad Prananatastu Sayavanapa. That is the attitude. That whatever, Lord, I'll do my service. Whatever Guru tells me, I'll try my best to do it. And by His mercy, it's possible. By His mercy, it's possible to do impossible thing. Mukham karoti vachalam. So this is the attitude, this is the system. So consciously, every devotee has to cultivate this. Otherwise we remind devotees, but we remind neophyte forever. Because all the time we'll be disturbed. As soon as there is attachment, there is disturbance. Because material world is made temporary. Material world is made that doesn't work according to your desire. It works. In material realm, it works according to karma. What you deserve. Prabhupada says, first you deserve, then you desire. But we do opposite. First we desire, and then if we don't deserve, we won't get it. Then we are frustrated. You know? That's the problem. So any attachment is cause of suffering. Any attachment. So now, when we come to devotional service, we have to consciously practice to give up the attachments. That I can't remember. What is the slogan? Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. That is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's statement. Vairagya Vidya Nija Bhakti Yoga. The knowledge must be there. Renunciation must be there. With that attitude you practice Bhakti Yoga. Not for gain, not to gain something. To gain bhakti, to gain favor of the Lord, to gain favor of devotees. That we want. That is pure desire. Because this desire corresponds to our constitutional position, that I am eternal servant of the Lord. So we have to consciously work on that we don't get attached. Any attachment is giving suffering. The smallest attachment will cause disturbance, cause suffering. Anything. Attached to your mat, attached to your daughter, attached to anything. If we attach for service of the Lord, but not for personally, not as I am enjoyer of that mat, why you are taking my mat? Yeah? You may think, oh, if I don't have a mat, I'll get cold, so how can I do service to the Lord? That disturbance is okay. But if you think, my mat, why is it my mat? You know? There is a subtle difference. And you may say in the name of Krishna, you may say, for service only I am doing, for service I am doing, but how much is mixed our own ego in it, how much is our own sense gratification, how much on our own expectation, how much are mixed in our own material desires, this much the Lord will reveal Himself. You know. So unless one is recognized, unless one is glorified, he doesn't want to do service. Conditional. Mixed devotional service. No? Unless one gets something, I'll not do. Oh, I did so much service, they are not responding, they are not doing. But Lord is responding. Who is responding? Lord is responding. Whom you want to respond? The Lord you want to respond. Whom else you want to respond? Guru has to be pleased. No? Means Krishna is responding. If Guru is pleased, Krishna is pleased. Yasya prasadat, Bhagavat prasadat. It's simple, straightforward formula. But because we are bewildered, so many things in our heart, we don't even notice there's something wrong we are doing. We don't even notice. But how can you notice? If you get upset, if you get disturbed, if you get angry, if you feel I'm fried, I'm burning in my heart, they are not recognizing my service. But Lord is recognizing, you do not know. Lord knows everything. Even if temple president is a fool and he forgets to say thank you for your service, but Bhagavan will not forget. That's the good news. No, Bhagavan will not forget. Trikalagya, he knows previous services now and he knows what we'll do in the future also. He never forgets. Achyuta, infallible. Another meaning is he never forgets. So nothing to worry. Why not be peaceful? Okay, I'm doing for Krishna, I'm happy. But because of ego we are doing, then we get very upset. So upset. To the point, I'll not do any more service unless I'm recognized. Then what's the point? What did you understood? Doing for ego, doing for Krishna. Difficult, no? So these are all subtle things that consciously we have to work on. Otherwise we'll get stuck in the mud of material expectations and they never satisfy, they never make us happy. Always will be fright, disappointed, bitterness will be there. Even if you put tilak and chanting will be like chewing Karela. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Not giving position, they are not recognizing. Nobody, I'm not getting what I want. You are not getting what you want. You can get Krishna, unlimited. There is enough of Krishna for everyone. It's not limited. 2 buckets of halwa, even that will be finished. But Lord is not measured in the buckets. He's unlimited. You cannot finish Him. Nobody can finish Him. He is unlimited, ananta. So nothing to worry. There is place for everyone. There is happiness for everyone. There is pleasure for everyone. Anandamaya bihasat. In the service of the Lord. So the quality of service, unless come to that platform of pure devotional service, they are going to be a little bit mixed. And that mixed devotional service is causing quite commotion in one's mind and the heart. So we have to practice. No, we are not pure devotees, nobody is claiming we are pure devotees. But we are trying, at least we know from Shastra how it looks like, what it should be. Pure devotional service. No? So we have to try, we have to endeavor, consciously endeavor to achieve that platform of purity, and therefore we are hearing daily, we are discussing, we are serving, we are getting purified, we are getting absorbed more and more. The more we absorb, the more we advance. That is the idea. Okay, thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Okay, any comments, questions? Yes, please.
2 or 3 verses before this, we just seeing Aditi's, after seeing the Lord, she became ecstatic, and then her voice faltered and all those things, all those expressions.
Yes.
See. But then also we see that she still had her desires were still there. On the contrary, we saw Dhruva Maharaj. He gave up all his material desires. So how do we understand that? Is it the Lord's will is there because He is going to come? What's the understanding?
Well, you see, there are different ways of seeing this. It could be because the devatas are devotees also. Demigods are also devotees. In our line, we accept demigods as a Mishra Bhaktas. These are the living entities who have desire to control, to create, to enjoy and worship the Lord piously. So devatas, they accept Vishnu is supreme, but they want to be a little bit in charge, they want to get something with it. So it is called mixed devotion souls. So if Aditi was attached to devotees, that's okay. But even they are a little bit Mishra Bhaktas, you know. So one way you can say there is no fault on her because these are also devotees, no? She is praying for benefit of devotees, you know. But the hint given by Kashyapa Muni was very clear. Oh, even in high society, Prabhupada calls this Prajapatis high society. Even in high society, attachment to children is there. Because from there we know that there was attachment. Otherwise, who we are to blame Aditi that, oh, she is attached? Gokula Chandra from Karpur, he is blaming Aditi, she is attached. And what are you? You are not attached. You are completely smashed into the attachment. You are made of attachment, you know. Every cell is attached to another attached cell. So we cannot on our own comment like that, but you can see Kashyapa Muni, oh, he was disappointed. Oh, after hearing so much and living with me, still she is attached, my children. You know? So this is very difficult to delineate, even amongst devotees' families, you can see, you know. The mother and father are devotees and children are devotees, you know. So now this attachment, how do you know, am I attached to my son or am I attached to devotee? So it's very tiny line, am I attached to my son because he is devotee or am I attached to him because he is my son who is devotee? Is he my son who is devotee or he is devotee who is my son also? So which one you put first, priority, that you have to see. You know? It's a subtle thing. Second thing is, definitely Lord's Leela. But Lord always does simultaneously multi-activities. He does simultaneously. He shows the proper path, he shows the situation on which living entities will be entangled, and he is teaching us. Look, even Aditi becomes attached. This is another hint, that because of her positions of Prajapati doesn't mean they don't get attached. They could not get attached. They could not be bewildered. Even Devatas got, even Brahma gets bewildered. Correct? So now what is the problem? Another problem is took me some time to understand, but now I'm delusioned that managerial post equates spiritual advancement. It's not true. But most of devotees, they think like that. Oh, he's a whatever, president, he's a secretary, must be advanced devotee. You understand? So this is another teaching here, that is not necessary. It's not necessary. I personally heard from one temple president, he told me at the meeting, after the meeting we are sitting, I said maybe we could push a little bit that all leaders could spend some time more reading and studying Prabhupada's books. I didn't study 12 years Prabhupada's books, I didn't open. Putting it on trumpet, something to be proud of. You understand? But when he comes to his temple, everybody offer pranam, everybody, Prabhuji has come, Prabhuji has come, Prabhuji has come. Put him, automatically they uplift him on Devata's platform. Man didn't read 12 years Prabhupada's books, and he's telling, 12 years I didn't read Prabhupada's books, he's temple president, and they make him Devata. So that's also a problem with neophytes. They cannot see through Shastra who is advanced. They think position equates the the spiritual advancement, but may not be. You go for a few meetings, you will be disillusioned about spiritual advancement. And of course, position also means that some devotees took some heavy responsibilities which nobody wants to deal with. Who wants to deal with managerial issues? Who wants to deal with administration, with government? Who wants to deal with politics? Who wants to deal with? Nobody wants really, But this necessary evil, you might say, something that you have to deal, Who wants to? I also want to chant and dance, but somebody has to go to office and register land properly, otherwise legally we are in trouble. It's not exactly, apparently it's not, you may say, it's not one of the Shravana Kirtana Vishnu Sma, but it is. It is if you have proper vision. Service to Krishna is absolute platform and gives also same bliss if you're advanced. Because we are not advanced, we are always getting a little bit, lost. So point is that, yes, those who take position, they took a little more service on their head, a little more responsibility. So for that we respect, okay? You're taking more responsibility. But we have to see through Shastra. So how to see Aditi? That's my point. I'm discussing from different angles. So from Kashyapa Muni, she was attached. So it's lesson for us. But our Aditi to Aditi, no, she's not attached. This is Krishna Lila. We respect her. We not say, Aditi, she's attached. No, she's a great devotee. The Lord appeared to her in 12 days. How many days I am chanting? Lord appeared by his external potency. Mahamaya, that's only what I've seen. So, this is how we see. We respect her and we think personally she is pure devotee and she is wife of Kashyapa Muni and Lord is pleased. And Lord appeared as a son to her. She must be pure devotee. There's no question about it. There's no doubt about it. But there is a teaching. There is a teaching for us who are conditioned soul. We should not get attached to our children, our name, our fame, our place, our country, our skin, our caste, our this, our that. Aham mamet, And from Lord's point of view, it's his Leela. So it's a complex. You can see from different angles. From Lord's point of view, from our point of view, from Aditi's point of view. And the best thing is to see from Prabhupada's purpose and from Acharya's point of view like that. So it's not black and white, it's like that. Okay. Yes, you have a question?
You spoke about prasadam, this is the mercy of the Lord.
Yeah.
At the same time, our Maharaj, in one of the classes, he said, Lord is not the offering machine.
Yeah.
He shouldn't presume that whatever we bring before him, he will accept.
Yeah. That's what I say. What about if he doesn't eat? What you will do? You can't make it prasadam by ringing of your bell.
Yeah, so
it's mercy.
By the ringing of the bell. So
Yeah.
what is it, from my experience, also long back I've seen in one of the temples in Russia that the uninitiated devotee is cooking for deities and uninitiated devotee is offering it to the deities.
Right.
And it's considered prasadam. So, and what is accepting feelings is not the ringing of the bell and whatever, it's not the rules. But we have to have feelings and that is enough.
Right.
So,
okay. So, I got it. Got the question. Now what is the point? The point is like this, that Lord is not accepting feelings, so even non-initiated devotee can cook for deities, So, Lord is accepting feelings. But what is your feeling if you cannot follow even this much to get initiated? Why you are not initiated? What is your feeling? What is your feeling that you bring the deities, but I have no standard in our temple to worship the deities? Where is your feeling then? No? I inviting you for lunch, and by inviting you, I know I have nothing home to cook for you, but still I'm inviting you. And I'm not putting you in trouble. No? Actually I'm putting you in inconvenience, because I have nothing to offer. No? Or I have some rotten, spoiled thing to offer, and it's a feeling you accept. But where is your feeling? When you are starting worshipping deities, and somebody else, that that non-initiated devotee should offer. Why? Why? If Srila Prabhupada said, Lord will be pleased if we follow nicely, how you express your devotion, your feeling. Following nicely. You get initiation and you cook for the Lord. In meantime, worship photo. Why you have deities if you're not ready? Correct? I invite you for lunch, you say, Prabhuji, come for lunch. What is minimum you will take? Because don't worry, it's not about items, it's the bow, no? Where is the bow when there is no mouth? You understand? What is the bhav without mav? How you make chapati without mav? You cannot make, no? So what is your bhav without the mav? It is a bluff. It's a bluff. It's avoiding surrender. So you put photo and you raise yourself on standard for second initiation, then you invoke the deities. Then you bring it. If you have nothing home, how can I invite you for lunch if I have nothing to cook? Simply I'm putting you in disturbance. I'm not going to please you. How I'm going to please you? I'm going to displease you. So it's all bluff. It's just avoiding surrender. Lord accepts feelings. But where is your feeling? Your feeling is showing something opposite. You are talking one thing, but feelings are showing you don't care for the Lord. You're neglecting Lord. You're giving third class offering. Why third class? Give first class. No? So this is the secret. You follow what Guru says. Not that you figure out how you are going to please the Lord. Guru says, second initiated worship. There's a Kusha, Mataji, Prabhupada disciple. She was there in the temple when Pujari quarreled with the temple president Prabhupada's time. And Pujari suddenly left. He was frightened with management and he left the temple. And there were no second Pujari. There were no second initiated devotees in the temple. So temple president called her, okay, at least you are first initiated, you go worship deities. And she said, but I heard Prabhupada say only second initiated should worship. So temple president said, what to do? Nobody else is there. And she said, sorry, I'm afraid. I heard from Prabhupada that second only should worship. How can I worship with first initiation? So temple president said, okay, Prabhupada is nearby in the next city. I'll just call by phone and I will ask Prabhupada. So she was standing there, temple president called and explained the situation. Prabhupada, Pujari ran away and, we have nobody else and there is no way and she is first initiated. And Prabhupada started shouting, why not second initiated devotee? Shouting on phone. And she is saying in memories, you can see Kusha Mataji, she say, when your spiritual master yells at you, shouts at you, you will never forget the rest of your life. She was standing next to the phone, maybe 3 feet, she could hear Prabhupada shouting, why not second initiated? Why first initiated? Huh? So after that story, anybody wants to still argue that it's okay without initiation, worship is anything? It's not okay. Simply you're asking, you don't want to surrender. Simply you want to main gain without vairagya vidya. You want bhakti. But bhakti is accompanied. Vairagya vidya, nija bhakti yoga. Knowledge, renunciation, and bhakti. Then bhakti is solid. Not that bhakti depends on knowledge and renunciation, but is accompanied. These are the symptoms. If bhakti is there, so must be some renunciation there. Cannot be just enjoyers and then bhakti, There was another discussion among devotees. I do take sometimes chocolate. So Prabhuji, it is not proper. Another one is typing me, Prabhuji, it is not proper. You should not offer chocolate. Come on, will Krishna send you to hell for one chocolate? He's good God. He's good guy. He's not bad guy. Why? For one chocolate, he will not send you to hell. But he will not send you to Goloka also. Correct? He will not send you to hell. Fine. But you won't go to Goloka also, no? Why he should send you to Goloka? You are offering something and they are not. How can you offer chocolate? So I am not offering. Why you want to offer chocolate? They are arguing. Why you want to offer chocolate? You just eat it. Why you want to offer? Why you want to eat it if it's not offered? This, just dog is chasing his own tail, meaningless logics, Once we came to Madhva's mat for puja. So at the end of puja, they are offering some Britannia biscuits. So myself and Nityanand were there. So biscuits outside we don't take, We were waiting for Mahaprasadam, that also will be there. So why should I take biscuits, So I said, till lunch comes, you don't feel hungry because all morning there was Abhishek, puja, 6 hours, 8 hours, everyone is hungry. So he said, we are okay, no problem. You take biscuit. I said, no, we don't take this, we take only Krishna Prasadam. And this Madhva who was serving, these are not sannyasis, these are grihastas, so little, you may say, standard. He turned with this plate of biscuits to another Madhva Brahmin. Yeah, ISKCON people will offer even biscuits. So they have very high standard what to offer to deities, but they will eat biscuits. And they are mocking on us. They will offer even biscuits, Yeah? Just with biscuits is low class, will not offer to Lord. But then why you are eating it? Meaning, you understand. So some kind of circular logic which doesn't, it just shows insincerity, that's all. It's just insincerity. This is not bhav, this is attachment. This is attachment, this is not bhav. Bhav is something else. First Mao, then bhav, new sutra created. Okay, I'll stop here. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki.